What you're looking at are buildings ablaze, right near Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Enerhodar, Ukraine, after shelling from Russian invaders. Thankfully, Ukraine officials now say the plant's reactors are under no immediate threat, but in the initial chaos, the country's foreign minister warned of a possible explosion, 10 times the magnitude of Chernobyl. It's the latest unthinkable chapter in an already bewildering war. Overnight, Russia continued its assault on Kiev, Kharkiv and Mariupol, with airstrikes killing at least 33 Ukrainian civilians in Chernihiv. A second round of peace talks has seen little progress except for the possible creation of humanitarian corridors to get aid workers in and everyday citizens out. The UN declaring more than 1 million people have now fled Ukraine, more than half of those to Poland. More videos claiming to show ashamed Russian soldiers are emerging as Ukraine's special forces announce they will no longer capture the enemy, but rather kill them.
We surely did the same that the Nazis did. We attacked peaceful people and they are just defending themselves. No one attacked Russia and I don't understand what they want from this war. Mom, Dad, I love you.
Back in Russia, meanwhile, things are spiralling. A growing number of citizens leaving the country as the economy plummets, sanctions approach, amid rumours of an impending declaration of martial law.
Дорогой фондовый рынок, ты был нам близок, был интересен. Покойся с миром, дорогой товарищ.
Suspended for referring to the war as a war, the team at independent local news station Rain TV walked off mid-broadcast.
Но пасаран.
Нет войне.
Точно нет войны.
But does an exodus from Russia mean anything to a leader already hell-bent on claiming Ukraine?
And in breaking news, we're hearing that Russian forces have actually taken over that massive nuclear plant. It is, in fact, the largest nuclear plant in Europe. Well, independent Russian journalist Alexey Kovalyov, who has just fled the country, he's driven 16 hours to Latvia and he joins us now. Alexey, why did you leave?
Well, hi there, because I felt an immediate threat to my family. And as much as I would want as a journalist to stay and cover that kind of event that you don't get to twice in your life, I had to prioritize my family's safety.
And what was it like for you trying to get out across the border?
Well, quite terrifying, actually, walking for several miles with all our luggage on our backs because you have to cross the border on foot in the middle of the night, in the middle of winter, through an icy road with a dog in tow. But of course, it's much worse for Ukrainian refugees fleeing the borders right now because we weren't being bombed and we had people meeting us on the other side, but it's much more terrifying than for all the Ukrainians fleeing Ukraine right now from the Russian bombing.
Did you get a sense of how many people are trying to do the same thing as you?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, all the last flights out of, and I mean that because all the airspace around Russia is closing really fast, and the sanctions are hitting in. So even those flights that are operating leased planes that are now under sanctions can't really get out of Russia. I heard stories about planes being diverted mid-flight with people trying to flee. So yeah, it's quite chaotic.
Most Russians get their news from state media. What do they know about the invasion?
Not much, really, because the state media doesn't call it an invasion or war. In fact, you are prohibited for calling it a war. And our website, Medusa, along with all the other remaining independent news websites, were first sanctioned and then blocked. Our website was blocked in Russia this morning for calling it war. On state television, it's called a special operation to denazify Ukraine. Don't ask me what that means because Ukraine is not a Nazi country.
Do you think the tide could actually turn against Putin within Russia?
I see some signs of a brewing mass anti-war movement, but not nearly big enough to turn this into the kind. I'm more counting on a kind of elite coup, but not on a popular sort of uprising that could topple Putin. No, that wouldn't happen. He's been preparing for this moment for 20 years.
Alexey, before you go, can you just give us your reaction to that news that Russia has taken over that nuclear plant?
Well, hopefully. I don't think Putin or our military are mad enough to blow up the biggest nuclear plant in Europe. I think they're just trying to cut off Ukraine from any crucial supplies like electricity and water. But yeah, it looks terrifying.
All right, Alexey, we'll have to leave it there. Please stay safe and thanks so much for your time this evening.
Thank you. Bye.